National Recycling Week encourages the nation to take part in national and local events to raise awareness around behavioral change. And this year, our friends at Woolworths are driving a heightened awareness around educating consumers to shift their attitudes around single-use plastic. Woolworths Sustainability Project Manager Ralph Jewson joins us in studio this morning to chat about the project, which aims to positively shift customer behavior towards choosing reusable bags, and Woolworths' commitment to phasing out single-use plastic shopping bags completely by 2020. Ralph, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
So let's talk about why Woolworths wants to stop using, or rather selling, single-use plastic shopping bags.
I think it's important that we recognise that the environment is paying a heavy price for our behaviour and our consumerism, as it were. And Woolworths has been on a journey, the good business journey, for a number of years now. That informs basically how and when we do business and with who. And it's at the heart of how we conduct ourselves when it comes to things like packaging and assortment of issues that rely on the environment, agriculture, etc. So by 2020, we aim to phase out what's commonly referred to as a single-use plastic bag and replace it with a reusable option. And then by 2022, to have zero to landfill. And that entails all our house brand or our Woolworths branded packaging to be recyclable. That entails taking the recycling industry along with us in terms of enabling the consumer to recycle. That is our objective.
I've also heard about trial stores. We're going to be launching the first plastic shopping bag-free store and also low-cost reusable bags.
Okay, so we've actually launched in November last year, was our first trial store, Steenberg in Cape Town, and that entailed removing this single-use plastic bag, the shopping bag, from the foods environment and replacing it with a low-cost option, and it's a black version of a reusable bag. We've subsequently rolled out an additional 3 nationally, along with another 16 stores nationwide. The stores are Steenberg in Cape Town, Moreletta, Maroon Square and Delkern. And in the other 16 stores, it's a dual offer medium where consumers are encouraged to select the R6 reusable shopper over a single-use shopper.
And what about other single-use plastic products like straws and earbuds?
So we phased that out in our now outlets. They've moved on to wooden cutlery. We're in the process of rolling it out to our network of stores nationally with regard to sort of that takeaway environment where you need either a spoon or a knife and fork to have your prepackaged meal, salad, etc. And then in the retail space, we've moved away from plastic-stemmed earbuds to paper-stemmed earbuds. Another element, or another aspect of what we're doing is we've recently launched in the Blue Route a trial of our fashion, beauty and home bag. Oh, wow. It's a paper option, so once again it replaces plastic. Mm-hmm. That bag is rooted in a circular economy concept, in that all the packaging that is used within our logistics network to deliver goods to stores is recovered, particularly in this case board. Board is then sent for recycling, converted into paper. That paper is used to make our fashion, beauty, home bag. At the moment, we're trialling the operational elements of it to understand the dynamics around volumes, etc., and that'll be rolled out soon.
Wonderful. And tell us more about the recycling options that you also offer to customers in store.
So commonly within the company, we refer to it as customer take-back. I suppose most prominent of that is the reverse vending machine. That's a machine that, in effect, operates in the opposite to a typical vending machine that you can buy a soda or a packet of chips or something like that from. It'll accept various waste streams, recyclable waste streams, tins, PET bottles, glass. Then we're also in the process of coffee cup recycling, take-back. We've recently, last month, put that into the public space. So we're in Gardens in Cape Town. This is the first store to have one of these. We're testing the logistics of it. And commonly, it is a misconception that coffee cups aren't recyclable. They are recyclable. It's a similar waste stream to Tetra Paks. So it can be recycled and will be recycled. And then we have added to our current initiatives is the launch of a net bag for loose fruit and vegetables.
Oh, wow. I love what Woolworths is doing to phase out single-use plastic shopping bags and products as well. But what can us as the consumer do to change our behaviour, especially when it comes to being at home and work?
The most important thing is to recognize that we need to change our behavior. So the first and most important thing that we can do in terms of changing our behavior is consider what we're doing, refuse where you can. Yeah. A good example would be a coffee that you buy at an outlet, and typically there'll be sugar sachets and a wooden stirrer. So ask the barista, put my sugar in for me prior to brewing the coffee. That way you're saving a sachet and you're saving a wooden stirrer, which typically is a tree in some location. Yeah. One of the other things is when you're disposing of something, consider how you're disposing of it. I mean, if there are multiple bins to collect and recycle, is to consider that and utilize that bin option properly. Because quite often wastes are mixed and often you have contamination. And if there's contamination at a bin, typically organic with recyclables, then that material type won't be sorted and won't be recycled. It'll go straight to landfill. So it's a recognition that across an assortment of behaviors, we need to change our relationship with plastic. We also have compact fluorescent light bulbs, CFLs, commonly referred to as CFLs, and battery collection points in all our stores currently. And we're in the process of working on a clothing collection and recycling initiative.
Oh, wow.
That'll be coming in the near future.
Well, thank you so much, Varel, for being here with us. And of course, as you are on your journey as Woolworths to tread lightly upon the earth, hopefully us as consumers will do the same thing as well. Well, there you go. This project is an important part of Woolworths' commitments to achieve its zero packaging waste to landfill vision, which includes the commitment to ensure that all packaging is recyclable or reusable by 2022 and to phase out single-use plastic bags by 2020.